You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. We're going to talk about Lamar Jackson. He's probably not playing this weekend. It looks like he's not playing in a 99.9% kind of way. Tyler Huntley has thrown the ball. It looks like Ravens fans are crossing their fingers that at least he would go. It's funny, this time last year, Tyler Huntley looked like a potential viable candidate if the Lamar Jackson thing went really south, like he was going to be a capable starting quarterback in the league. Tyler Huntley has not looked very good this year. So that's concerning. I had even voiced way earlier in the year, I thought the kid truly had potential, okay? I was wrong. Or either that or the offensive scheme has went in a direction that Huntley, is not comfortable with, or he just never was that good. And we've got Lamar Jackson, who's got a knee injury, okay? But there's some factors out there. There's some things going around out there that are concerning for a lot of different reasons that may or may not have anything to do with his knee. Now, in case you guys don't know, Lamar Jackson wants a new contract, okay? And even worse, he wants the Deshaun Watson deal. He wants somewhere in that 220 to 250 fully guaranteed, okay? And, of course, we've talked about this before because we covered Deshaun Watson ad nauseum because he's a scumbag, and we covered that entire lawsuit saga. We're still covering it, okay? But he wants that same deal, and the NFL continues to be furious with the Cleveland Browns. All right, and by NFL, I'm talking about NFL owners. The NFL owners have made a decision behind the scenes. They think the Browns made a massive mistake. They think the Browns look like clowns. They cannot believe. They're still floored by the fact that the Browns gave a fully guaranteed contract to a quarterback that's got all these issues off the field. They're insulted by it. Steve Bisciotti has come out and vocally been critical about it because he knew he had Lamar coming, right? The NFL ownership has already pushed back against those contracts. Russell Wilson did not get a fully guaranteed contract. Kyler Murray didn't get a fully guaranteed contract. They're not going to do it. Lamar Jackson does not have an agent. That's a mistake. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I like Lamar Jackson a lot as a quarterback. I do. I'm usually, oddly enough, Steve Young's my favorite player of all time. And he was a dual threat quarterback. But Steve Young developed into absolutely one of the greatest pocket passers this league had ever seen. Steve McNair developed into one of the best pocket passers. And who knows what would have happened with Steve McNair. Rest in peace. He was really underrated. People don't realize if you didn't watch Steve McNair, he was a monster out there. So let's go over Lamar because he's made some comments about his knee. But the word is, and this is sort of the thing floating around, if he had a fully guaranteed contract, had he had a new contract, had he signed a new contract, I think the Ravens' feeling, honestly, is that he probably would be playing this weekend. All right? Which, as a Ravens fan, this doesn't sit well with me. If you're good enough to play with a new contract, you should be good enough to play under your current contract. All right? Lamar Jackson, this is PFT. My knee remains inflamed and unstable. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson's absence from the field continued at Thursday's practice, and he offered a little update on where things stand a little later in the day. Jackson has missed the last 5 games, and head coach John Harbaugh offered no updates on his status Wednesday. He did say he was okay with a player playing at less than 100%. Quote, if he's healthy and safe, and it's not going to do any damage to the injury. See? That's interesting. That's basically John Harbaugh saying, I think he's good enough to play. That's how I take that. In a tweet on Thursday, Jackson said he's not in that category as the team prepares to face the Bengals in the wildcard round. Quote, "Thank you, everyone, for your support and concerns regarding my injuries," Jackson wrote. Quote, "I want to give you all an update. I am in the recovery process. I suffered a PCL grade 2 sprain on the borderline of a strain 3. I wonder if that's supposed to be grade 3. There is still inflammation around my knee, and my knee remains unstable. I'm still in good spirits as I continue with treatments on the road to recovery. I wish I could be out there with my guys more than anything, but I can't give 100% of myself to my guys and my fans. I'm still hopeful we still have a chance." Jackson's absence has played out against the backdrop of the impending expiration of his contract, and there's been a thought that the two situations are intertwined. Jackson's tweet may not change anyone's opinion of that, but it does make it hard to see him playing anytime soon. And I think a lot of people think that even if they were to beat the Bengals, that he probably won't come back and play the fall, that he might try a hardline stance to try to get a contract and just be like, I won't even play in the playoffs. He's not getting that guaranteed contract. Okay. What's going to happen is they're going to end up franchise tagging him, and then they'll probably let him walk. All right. And the thing about it, he's not getting a fully guaranteed contract from anybody. And that's why this is sort of turning out to be sad. And on top of that, you know, he's burning his good faith he's had with his fans and his club. He's burning that up right now because a lot of people can see, or at least they get the notion, that the two are intertwined together. And, you know, I've been hard on dual threat quarterbacks. I think Lamar's skill set is so much higher than somebody like Colin Kaepernick or Cam Newton, who won an MVP. The fact is, Lamar is just more accurate than those guys. He's not accurate outside the numbers, but in between the seams, in between the numbers, he's very damn good, and he throws a great deep ball. Okay, but if he loses his wheels, Lamar's going to be in a lot of trouble, and that's part of this too. It's play style, right? They really don't have much of a passing game. They don't. Okay, their receivers aren't great. Deshaun Jackson kind of receivers do them no good. Okay, they need, two great pass-catching tight ends and a great slot that will run across the middle, or a big guy that'll run across the middle at wide receiver. A DK Metcalf that would go across the middle instead of just going down the field would be a good receiver for Lamar. All right, a guy of that size and stature. I mean, not DK himself. If he gets to be a free agent, yeah, he'll get a massive contract, but it won't be fully guaranteed. It will not. All right, so it looks like he's not going to play. He's saying it's all about the knee injury. John Harbaugh, in my opinion, is sending a clear signal. Hey, we're good with somebody playing at not 100%, provided they can't have any further damage. It's interesting that Lamar put out this statement sort of explaining he's not in that category, but I mean, it's starting to get ugly. When you start missing playoff games, you're going to start hearing it from the fan base and all this sort of thing. God, Lamar needs an agent really bad. Or he needs somebody that will be brutally truthful about the fact that you're never, ever getting a fully guaranteed contract. Or if he was to get a guaranteed contract, I mean, it's not going to be like Deshaun Watson. They'll give you 3 years and $45 million. $15 million guaranteed every year, where you're in the bottom third paid quarterbacks. Yeah, you might get that kind of guaranteed contract, but you're not getting $40 million a year guaranteed. No, you're not. where they are 245 million fully guaranteed. Lamar's not getting that. He's just not. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 supporters. Kind of getting ugly in Baltimore in regards to Lamar Jackson. It is. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.